guys, it's your girl Carrie, and as many of you know, a few months back I had my kitchen and the common areas in my home repainted, and before I brought everything back into the rooms after the painters finished, I thought it would be a good idea to share with you how to decorate a large blank wall. So today we're going to be decorating the wall behind my sofa in the family room. So the first thing that you want to do is get the measurements of your wall. So this wall is 10 feet high by 10 feet long. The second step is to figure out how do you want this space to function. So what I wanted to do with this wall is to ensure that it was beautiful, but also I wanted it to be an entertainment station and then also a place where I could store additional seating. Now, a rule of thumb when decorating a wall of a large size, you kind of want to make sure that you cover up about 2/3 of the wall. And that is because you want to leave room on the wall for your eyes to rest. You don't want it to look full and completely cluttered. And on the other hand, you don't want your items to be so small that they get lost in the wall and everything is out of balance. So the first thing that I did was bring in a sofa table. So my sofa table is 60 inches long and 30 inches high. Therefore, it takes up approximately half of the width of the room. And then we went up 30 inches high, so almost 3 feet. And next, to balance everything else out, we added some large shadow boxes to the wall. And the shadow boxes are 3 feet high and a little bit over 2 feet wide, and we placed those equidistant across the entire wall. So right now here is our basic layout. Now the next step is to add some additional seating. So here are these two beautiful leather bronze metallic stools, and I will be placing these stools underneath our sofa table, and this will provide additional seating. Our stools are a perfect fit underneath the table, and sorry I do not have the information on where I purchased these stools because they're so old. I've had them for over 12 years and I don't even think they carry them anymore. Now we're going to bring our attention back over to our massive shadow boxes, and we need to address those. Now these shadow boxes, my husband and I built these when we first moved into our home about 15 years ago. This was one of our first DIY projects. And these plates are the middle names of both of our daughters and their birth dates. And the look that we were going for 15 years ago is that we wanted to create this wall to make it look like it was a museum and it was housing some of our rare artifacts that we've collected. We had 3 beautiful African masks that we made these shadow boxes for and housed them in there, and each one of our daughters have African middle names. So that was the, design inspiration behind that. And then the one that says TBA is the to be announced child. We were contemplating having another child way back then, and that never happened. But over time, we do switch these shadow boxes out with different decor. And so I'm going to show you how we have currently styled them for the past few years. So we're going to add in these beautiful hyacinth wreaths inside the box. So we've added one of these beautiful hyacinth wreaths inside the box, and we're going to do the same thing over here. As you can see, the little white dot at the top is a nail. So there's a little nail there, and we're going to hang the wreath on top of that nail. Those 2 boxes are looking good, and we have 1 more to go. So let's hang our wreath on this one. So now let's take a moment to step back and admire our work. As we can see, we have our shadow boxes filled and our seating underneath our sofa table. Now we need to just kind of address the sofa table to bring in a little bit of decor. So first I'm going to add this marble and antique brass tray. And again, remember we said that this is going to be an entertaining unit as well. We want this to serve as entertaining. So this is great to have this tray here to put different foods, appetizers, and things like that on. But until we're ready to do that, we're just going to decorate this tray as well. Next, I'm going to add a few of my favorite books that match the color palette in my family room to my tray for height. So I'm going to put these 3 books right here. And then finally, I'm going to add my horse statue to the top of the books. So now our tray is layered and decorated, and this is how it will look whenever we are not entertaining or using this space for entertainment. And next you want to just take a step back. Actually, after you put each element up, you want to take a step back and see how things are coming together. Now looking at this, it still looks a little bare, and basically what we need to do is fill in those gaps on either side of the horse because we need a little something there. So here is the final setup. I ended up adding 2 topiaries nestled in between the shadow boxes on either side of the tray, and that adds some greenery and some life to the space, and it actually fills everything up. Now these topiary trees in these vintage brass urns, I actually DIY'd. I made these. Leave a comment below if you would like to see how I made these. And I purchased these vintage brass urns from the Goodwill many years ago, and I still love them to this day, and I picked them up for $1 each. As I take a look at the overall space, I believe I accomplished my goal. I have additional seating for 2 underneath, and I have a buffet table for entertaining. So let's take a quick peek at how I could set up for entertaining. And voila, there you have it, an instant party. So as you can see over there on the left hand side, there was enough room to add a standing 3-bottle champagne bucket, and then in each one of the niches I was able to add additional items. As you can see, there's the tray. You can put a tray with some hors d'oeuvres there. In the central one, we have all of our champagne glasses, and on the last one we have another tray for some other types of hors d'oeuvres. And then down here on the table, there's still plenty of room. I could remove my horse and the books and add a charcuterie platter or a cheese tray or meat tray, something like that. And then I could, add some other little items on the side. So that is just a very simple way to have a setup. And then people can just hop right off the couch, run back to that little area and pick up some snacks. This kind of setup is perfect for those that are lacking space or storage in their home, or even a small apartment or an apartment. You can turn your walls into storage or shelving units. So the shadow boxes here are great for displaying and showcasing your artwork, but they're also great because they are ledges. They have ledges and you can add things onto them, just like this serving tray. So I think these are a great option for those living in an apartment. And then if you can't paint your walls or do anything like that, these are so easy to hang. You just need 2 screws nailed into a stud, and you just hang that up, and when you leave the apartment you just kind of patch those up and you're on your way. You can take this to your next home. So I just think this is a fabulous solution to decorating a large wall in an apartment space where they don't allow you to paint or do much of anything. So since this is an entertainment buffet, I'll share with you how I set up this drawer. So basically, if you recall my previous Dollar Tree haul video, I had some of these acrylic containers, and I'll leave the link to that video up in the right hand corner. You can just click that iCard to see the video. And in this container, I just keep the little plastic appetizer utensils that you can pick up from the Dollar Tree, forks, spoons, and the little toothpicks. Then back here I have my wood filler sticks in another one of those containers, and they have a light, medium, and dark, and this is basically to fill in those little scratches and dents that you might get in your wood furniture or chairs. And then over here they have the wax crayons for the same purpose, along with a little pencil sharpener or sharpener to sharpen the crayons. So that's what's there. Then back here I have the clear plastic paper plates. That's from Dollar Tree. So if you just need to pull these out for your appetizers and such. Then I have my cute little toothpick dispenser that I picked up a while back from a thrift shop or antique shop. And here is another one of those long acrylic containers from the Dollar Tree. And I just added in another little box that used to house some pens that I had. And I put a can opener from Target Dollar Spot. I think you guys seen that before. And then a few of the beer bands so that people can identify their beer if we just happen to have beers. And then some cute straws, festive straws for those drinks. Then back here I just have some napkins, a pack of napkins. This calls for champagne. And then I also have a bunch of just disposable cardboard coasters so that you can sit your drink on and not mess up the, furniture. And that's pretty much it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you were able to grab some inspiration and a couple of tips and ideas when trying to decorate a large wall. And I also have a couple of other large walls that are decorated differently. So if you like this type of video and would like me to do another wall in a different fashion, just leave a comment below to let me know. And until next time, I'm going to keep calm and carry on. Bye guys.